Welcome back to the Tame Mayhem podcast. I'm George.
I'm Mauro. So today was my sister's birthday, and
Happy birthday.
yeah, happy birthday to her. But we had like a little family party, and you know my dog Dale, right? The little fucking asshole that thinks
Your dog Dale.
yeah, Dale, yeah, the little fucker that thinks his opinion matters.
How old is he again? He's like 14, right?
No, he's not. He's not that old. He's like three years.
Whoa, yeah, he's a very cocky dog.
Yeah,
Sure you didn't get a rooster?
No shit, this little fucker. But he argues constantly, and he recently learned that because he was putting on a show for everybody. And
What do you mean putting on a show?
'cause,
was he
would
did
like
have a live stream going online?
yeah.
What kind of show was this? I need to tune in.
He started dancing.
You got a little pull for him.
Oh God, no. But anyways, someone in my family would call him over. He would go over there. They'd ask like, all right, give me your paw. He'll give him the paw. Like roll over. He'll roll over. If you like tell him to sit, he'll sit.
Give me teeth.
Yeah, show me teeth, bitch. But he started.
Smile, pretty baby.
He learned that he gets more food if he does a trick. He gets a treat, and then he does another trick. Like he doesn't do combos anymore.
Right. See, you just said that he learned it. So really, this is just your fault, isn't it? It's the treat giver's fault.
Yeah, and I will say I did participate in that.
Right.
But
see, he's 3.5. He's catching on very quick right now. He knows how to profit off of this. That's a pay-per-view dog right there.
I think the reason why me and him clash heads so much is which is fucking stupid.
You
this is what you would say to a roommate.
Dog. Yeah.
Like a feud with my dog. But because he's 3 years, 7 apiece. So he's 21. He's my age. So it's like living with a twin brother.
Twin brother. The thing is, he's going to get
person.
older than you, right? So isn't he going to become wiser?
Fuck him. He's
right?
dumb.
He's gonna eventually know more than you if you have that logic.
Yeah, well,
he's gonna become better at fucking with you, especially.
Oh, he's already really fucking good at that.
So listen, does he like you or not?
Yeah, he loves me. I love him too.
So what's the deal? You guys just like have a
like,
pissing contest all the time?
Sometimes.
Well, does that make him human or does that make you dog?
Ooh. That's a good question.
No, my answer is it makes you dog. I don't know if it's a good question at all. I already know the answer.
It's like, no,
you're feuding with a dog.
I'm feuding with a dog. I was like, I'm feuding.
40, man. He's a baby, pretty much. I mean, 3. I mean, he's, I guess,
in dog years.
What, a fifth of his lifespan already? But come on, you gotta
put him in his place.
I mean, he probably knows everyone else's place. Like, but the thing is, he clashes with you because you're the youngest.
Fuck him, I feed him.
Well, but you're making it sound like he doesn't even know that.
Well, I'll say, Dale, let's go eat, and he'll follow me.
So you should just start withholding treats from him. If that's the case, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he doesn't do it, then he doesn't get a treat. And then he'll learn. Because if he's as smart as you say, then you should easily correct this behavior.
We'll see. I'm going to try that from here on out. Because he's also the type to fucking protest, you know?
Yeah.
If I withhold treats from him, he'll like go on a hunger strike and shit. I'm like...
He has like a pitchfork and a flame going. He's like, I'm going to fucking get you.
Yeah,
you better lock your door at night.
He's wearing an ACAB bandana because apparently I'm the fucking cop in this situation.
Yeah, man. He's going to actually call like animal services on you.
Just calls it
right,
because that fucker does try to talk.
Mauro hurts me.
Mauro hurts me. He's the type to fucking learn English out of spite, so because
yeah,
he already knows commands in both English and Spanish.
Right, and you see those videos of dogs kind of saying "I love you."
Yeah,
I really want a dog. Well, I don't know if I want a dog that can speak English. That would be a little too real for me.
That'd be surreal.
I just need a dog to be able to communicate with me. You know, like maybe some sort of telepathy. But even then, that's
there's
Star
a
Trek
chick.
shit.
There was a chick. She basically got like this twister board, and she put a bunch of buttons, and each button had like a little word or a phrase.
Right.
And she taught her dog how to like ask for shit.
Yeah.
So like he would
go like sit on a spot.
Well, he wouldn't sit on the spot. He'll like tap it because it's like a button.
Right.
So he will go up and hit it with his paw. And
is it like a bell? Like, does it make noise?
It hits the bell and it's an automated voice. And he'll like hit a button that says outside because it's labeled outside. And then it was like, Mom, I want to go outside.
Right.
So
that's hardcore right there, man. That's hardcore. That dog is like part of the AI.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're gonna like side with the robots whenever it comes down to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like fucking, we don't deserve dogs, dude. They're
Right.
so fucking precious.
I mean, think about it. He's already using a bell and like an automated voice. Like, if you think about it, like his primary line of communication is already the robots.
I know, right?
Like, he's already halfway there.
So yeah,
No, yeah, that person is breeding a higher
Super
breed
dog.
right now.
Yeah, that dog is a fucking genius.
It's a new species.
Shit.
Imagine that. Imagine if that dog was a female and she was able to birth puppies and then teach them that.
I actually want to say it was a female.
Nice.
If she breeds it, dude.
And then she could teach her babies how to ask for food, how to ask for
And the babies will teach their
shitting
friends.
permissions.
It's like, ma'am, can I fucking poop?
But the
She's
thing is,
like-
would a dog even know to teach their little babies that? I mean, I feel like they're just more worried about them surviving, and then
Well, I mean,
whatever happens, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen this video, but it's like she's a mom. It's a mom dog, and she just like recently had babies, and she walks into the room and like they're
Octomom.
pretty much they're all being really rowdy. You know, they're like biting her ears, just like
Right.
trying to get milk, and she lets like a mom bark.
Yeah.
It's like whoom! And she's like snarling at them.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a mom quality right
and
there.
they calm down real fucking quick.
Yeah, man. The thing is, like, I mean, you could also do that as a human. You just
Yeah.
like have like a really loud noise. I feel like if you had a gong in your house, you could do that. You just like you call it the animal gong. Like you only are supposed to use it once a day. It's like for actually maybe twice a day. You could have it for feeding times and also for like disciplinary times.
So they won't know the difference though.
Well, the
Like,
thing
Timmy,
is,
come in here. Ding.
if you have them conditioned for food already, then they'll quiet up and come to you. Right?
Right.
So if you start out with the gong being related to food, and then you eventually hit the gong whenever you need them to calm down and just like stop doing whatever they're doing and come to you so you can get them under control.
Right.
It'd be a disciplinary gong as well.
Fuck. And well, I guess I know how you're gonna raise your kids.
Oh my god.
Based on noises and shit.
No language whatsoever. Just like
Just
I'm gonna
bell-
do the whole bell and robot system.
Bell and whistles.
Yeah. Bell and Morse code. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna
Morse
teach
code.
my kids to only communicate through Picto Chat.
Everyone has an old school DS.
He's like, you got your shit on you? Guess we're not talking today.
Should have charged that shit overnight.
Mm.
You're a fool. Everyone else charged their DS. What are you doing?
Oh God.
Sheesh. How was your weekend, man?
Dude, well, my weekend was good. I am super fucking sore though.
Yeah. I don't know. What'd you do? I don't even have a clever joke for that.
Well, I went to recently. I picked up on a soccer team, like a local soccer team.
Right.
The only difference is it's indoor. So in indoor, you play a lot faster. It's a lot more intense.
Don't you get AC too?
You get AC, but it's not good AC.
Yeah, well, it's something. It's
The
better than
AC is a
nothing.
guy just blowing. Like
Yeah, really
that.
though, when you have a bunch of sweaty men in a room, like,
Yeah.
it gets musty.
But I walk in and I'm like, and keep in mind I haven't played in an actual league in I want to say a year.
Mauro, the soccer player. I haven't heard that name in years.
I haven't heard that name in a year.
What's soccer?
But I only know football. But so I walk in, I'm like, I feel good, I was
Right.
like, because when I'm in that school, like, once you got it, you never lose it.
Yeah,
So,
right,
but-
like riding a bike.
Like riding a bike. And I see the team that we're playing, and I see our team. Our team is kind of younger. Like, I
Right.
want to say the oldest dude that we have is like 23, 24.
Mm-hmm.
And we see the other team, and it's like just barbecue dads, like Lowe's dad type beat.
Dude, this is like a season of Survivor.
Yeah, they're short, they're stocky, they're like, built like fucking mini cops,
Mini cops.
Yeah, just like really top heavy. And and I see they had one tall bald dude, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna be the guy. He's gonna be the guy that caused me problems.
That's the Joe of the group.
Yeah, that's the big dick. That's the big dick of the group. And then there was another tall, skinny dude that was also on their team. And I was
So
like,
when you say older, like what kind of age range are we talking?
so
Because older than you, I mean, that could be even late 20s, right?
yeah, well, for us, the youngest guy that we have is 20, and the oldest guy that we have, I'm sorry, the youngest guy that we have is 19. The oldest guy that we have is like 20, 24.
Right. able-bodied men.
Yeah, and the youngest dude on their team looked, I want to say 30.
Yeah.
And the goalie was like 50 or something.
Jeez.
But dude, we got fucked that game. Never underestimate your opponent. We got fucked that game.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a game of strength and strategy, isn't it?
Yeah, so like although we were faster, it's like they already knew where we were going to be. Right. So they were really experienced and they were really good.
I feel like the main point behind that would be that they don't have to be like the strongest, but like maybe they've been working together for it doesn't even have to be a considerable amount of time. I just feel like older adults can just work together better if they really want to, you know? Yeah. Like it's a soccer team. So they're just like, if we don't work together, we all lose. So
they all had matching jerseys, so that leads me to believe that they've been playing together for a couple seasons.
Right.
And the team that I joined, that was our first game together. Like I played with a few guys, but the rest of the people were complete strangers to me. So it was like trying to learn their play style and how to adapt to it and how they can adapt to you. That was definitely part of the fact that like why we fucking got lost so damn bad.
Right. And the thing is, I feel like older men, even if they don't look that fit, they're just so goddamn strong.
They're fucking
it's like
strong
how?
as shit.
Like, I remember my dad having like, a beer gut, but dude, his grip and his strength, it kind of was like, oh my god,
yeah,
like
it's
how?
overwhelming.
Just how?
Yeah, like I remember one time I tried to body this guy, and it felt like it because in soccer in indoor soccer there's walls there.
Right.
It felt like I hit the wall. I was just like I went shoulder. I was like, oh my
some people
fucking
just
god,
can stick right where they are.
Yeah, dude, it was bad. I scored though. That's all I care about.
How bad did you guys lose?
We lost 9-5. 9-5.
Yikes! 9-5. That's how long you played.
Good old 9-5. No, that was another thing. I realized just how fucking out of shape I was.
Oh yeah.
I was so goddamn tired. I was like, oh my god. And then I look up at the clock. It's only been 5 minutes. I'm like, I want to fucking die.
Sheesh, that's a rough one.
It really was. It was so bad. But like, I will say that even though it was my first time playing with some of the dudes, like, you just fucking like connect on a weird level, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's happened to me so many fucking times.
You just like lock eyes with a stranger.
Yeah, and you're just like,
I know you.
I know you. I know everything you've been
Even
through.
though you don't know him at all.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, I feel you. And that's happened to me multiple times. That happened to me at the food court at the mall one time.
It only works if you like both are like rotating eyes and then you lock eyes, but not if you're staring at someone and they catch you.
Yeah, that's completely different. That's just creepy.
Yeah.
That's
the thing is, sometimes you don't even mean to stare at people.
Yeah, you're just like lost in thought, and then you're just like, what the fuck am I looking at? Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're my muse.
You're my muse.
That's like a one-way connection.
You're just like
no, you should be flattered, actually.
Like you're just sending them telepathy energy, and they're just like,
yeah. Isn't it weird how you can like feel when people are staring at you?
Yeah.
It's a weird phenomenon.
It really is. I wonder what it is that makes us like aware of that.
Maybe your eyes shoot these like laser beams. You know what I mean? And we don't know about it.
I mean, that would explain why you feel like the burning sensation of shame.
Yeah.
You know, when all eyes are on you.
Fear,
Like,
nervous.
Oh my fucking god. Dude, if we want to.
That's like actually the dark matter in the universe.
Yeah, fuck, maybe. So the shit that comes out your eyes, dark matter.
Shit that come out your eyes. Only two things that come out your eyes: tears and dark matter.
I only know how
Listen,
to cry.
kid.
Listen, kid. But, I mean, another example was that weird ass connection that we had with that lady at 7-Eleven.
No, you mean the one that you had.
Dude,
it's interesting you say that we had that connection.
We were there together.
Like I saw that lady almost every day at one time in my life, and she never told me anything besides that's total amount and have a good day. But dude, she was on you all over it.
That and the fucking dude that was whenever we were pulling in to the 7-Eleven.
Dude, you can't even call that one a connection either. Just like
just trying to look at each other because deeply.
Locking eyes in traffic, that's not romantic. That's not a moment either. Yeah, that's actually kind of creepy. That's almost like a challenge to race.
Well, it depends on the context and it depends on the song that's playing. Like if it's like I don't know what song was playing for us, but you know, like if it was
probably
sinister
like violins or some shit.
Yeah, if it's violins or anything like dreamy like that, then it's fate.
It's fate.
It's fate.
Yeah, the music sets the mood.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, well, music
That's
is an
why-
aphrodisiac. So.
Jeez, it's like you carry your own boombox, so whenever like you're staring, thinking, and staring.
Turn on your thinking
Yeah.
music. My thinking music would be the Blues Clues. Like,
I wish I could remember that.
I was like, let's put our thinking caps on or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, they did have some sort of like tune to go with like waiting for the mail to open or
Yeah.
when he's
I know
acting
we
like a
just
dumbass
got
and thinking
letter.
about something.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I
just going-
wonder who it's from. Bing.
It's
Who's
the
it from?
IRS.
It's the IRS. Blues Clues X committed multiple felony and tax fraud. Who's the cartoon character most likely to go to jail for tax
When
fraud?
Steve is just like,
Kids.
it's time to learn a lesson about honesty.
If you're gonna cheat on your taxes, everything's deductible.
It's like someone knocks on the door and they're like, oh, I wonder who's here. And then it's like they just like SWAT team bursts in and like arrests Steve and Blue. And Magenta's in the corner just like barking. She doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, they shoot her dog. They shoot Blue twice in the leg.
Oh my god.
They smash the salt and pepper people. Jesus Christ. Who's the cartoon character most likely to go to jail? SpongeBob? You really?
Yeah.
I would have said.
SpongeBob does a lot of stupid shit.
I would have said Mr. Krabs.
Yeah,
This
that
is a
dude has
greedy
definitely
fucker.
committed tax felonies.
Yeah, I feel like, all right, here's my reasoning. I don't know. I can see both sides of this argument. If it even is an argument?
No, it's an argument.
Okay, well, I say Mr. Krabs does everything as legal as he can because he knows that if he gets caught, it's going to cost him twice as much.
The Amazon of food in the Bikini Bottom like city. That's what you just described. Mr. Krabs is actually Bezos.
Mr. Krabs is Jeff Bezos.
For some reason, it all goes back to him.
They're both bald and shiny. So.
It's fucking stingy.
I know, right? Just pay. Remember, SpongeBob sold for 60 cents.
Yeah, right? Because, well, I mean, he was betting. Was it really for 60 cents?
60,
I thought he ran out of
62
money.
cents. Well,
God.
yeah, he was. I can't remember the exact why he was. I think he was trying to buy back his soul or something.
I don't know.
But he sold SpongeBob.
Fuck can you get for 62 cents? That's what I want to know.
Fucking nothing anymore. Absolutely
And Bikini
nothing.
Bottom, what can it get him?
That's a good question.
A Krabby Patty and a half.
Probably not. Mr. Krabs probably taxes on this shit.
Anyways, wait, so let's go back to it. SpongeBob, I think, would get a lot of... I think you just said arrested, right?
Yeah, like get
Okay,
caught.
well, he commits a lot of property damage, so I fail to see how he would not be the first one locked up. He's actively, like, destroying property and, like, people's lives. And somehow he always ends up okay, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Except for that one time Gary ran away. But that's... you got him back.
Yeah, he found him.
It was a 2-part episode, but... You know.
That was an hour special, dude.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. I was crying because that song slaps, bro. He's like, "Gary, come on." That shit. And that one, I think, Plankton would probably be a good candidate for
Why?
jail.
He doesn't make any money.
Well, I mean, not necessarily like a
Like
white collar
food
crime, but like,
practices.
I mean, just he commits countless
Feeds
violations.
fish to people.
Exactly, and they're fish people. That's basically cannibalism.
Yeah, but is cannibalism illegal?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you prove that in the chum bucket?
At the chum bucket. Well, it's called the chum bucket, and nobody wants to eat it.
I don't know. I feel like since it's still standing, well, we never really see the court system.
It's like,
in SpongeBob. Well, I bet we do, but like,
I want to.
if you know SpongeBob law, just let us know. Like, I'm actually dying to know it. I'm about to look it up after this.
I'm about to tell you something that is going to be it's going to blow your fucking mind. Plankton is the Plankton is the Sweeney Todd of the Bikini Bottom.
Oh, you're so disgusting.
But think about it.
Well, no one ever comes in, so I don't even know how that's sustainable. Because he always has food on deck, doesn't he? I guess that's just one victim, because people usually come in one at a time. Wait, there was an episode, though, where it was actually crowded, because I think he had somehow defamed the Krusty Krab, or he replicated like the recipe
he did
or
something. I can't remember
But
what.
he had a lot of people there, and he was still feeding them chum, if I remember right.
Well, maybe.
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't chum. It was actually like 3D printed Krabby
Yeah,
Patties.
yeah, that's what it was.
Made out of paper. And slush or whatever. Mush. It almost looked like mashed potatoes.
Oh my god, that's so gross. But they were
Okay,
great.
so I guess I remembered that one wrong. But wouldn't it make sense for him to kidnap those people anyway, or at least some of them?
Well, I mean, we don't know the what the crime looks, what the crime rate in the Bikini Bottom
Not
is.
only that, but he could have done it anyway, and we wouldn't have known. There were so many people there.
Yeah, and there's no evidence.
Yeah.
Can't tie it to him.
Yeah, the police system is really bad. I wonder, they're severely understaffed, if I have to guess.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, they're probably spread thin. Well, I don't know, because there was an episode whenever Patrick, I think, no, SpongeBob's house got swatted.
Oh God, yeah, that happens a lot in that show, though.
They're always getting swatted.
Yeah, windows are always breaking.
Yeah, that is true. Everyone's always yelling and shit.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, I love that show, anyways. I want to say my favorite episode was Doodle Bob.
Yeah, I mean, that's a classic one.
It's so good.
I mean, I never really got on that one, though. I just thought it was so ridiculous in a sense. Like, I don't know why it just didn't click for me that much.
Which one was your SpongeBob episode then?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was whenever, it was almost like a really bad trip for SpongeBob, like a bad acid trip for him, because he went through, like, it may have been SpongeBob, it may have been Squidward, but they just kept going through these different, like, worlds.
Oh, yeah. That's
and, like, there was this, like, giant eagle.
It was like,
and then there was, like...
Alone.
No, not that.
No, not that one?
Not that one. It's, like, one of the newer ones.
Oh.
Well, newer when I was, like, 13 to 16, I think.
Oh, shit.
But, yeah, I'll have to find that episode. It was really weird, but it was hysterical to me because it was just so random and all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know the one you're...
It was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
no one else I know liked it. I remember my sister would be like, what the F are you watching right now? Like, it's like SpongeBob vor.
Do you like Bob's Burgers?
No, not really.
No, never mind then. Because there was an episode that was really fucking cool. It's like they...
Are Bob's Burgers like equivalent to Krabby Patties in that universe?
Well, nobody eats there, but everybody says that they're good, and I guess they're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna go. That's what I base my shit off of. But
Check Yelp.
But basically, in one of the episodes, they take fan art,
Right.
and they did 60 different styles for the whole episode. So like every frame or every other minute or
segment.
so. Yeah, segment, it would change the art style.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so fucking cool.
It's interesting.
Yeah, they did that with the Shrek 2 movie.
How? Wait, what?
It's on YouTube, I think.
Oh, wait, they, like, someone else did it.
Yeah, like it was like a
okay.
collective of artists just doing the Shrek 2
I
scene
thought
for
they
scene.
actually did that, like, the studio.
Oh, no,
I was
no,
like,
God,
ooh,
no.
I need to watch this.
They would never
I'll still
fucking
watch
go.
it anyway.
Yeah, I would still go.
Anything with Shrek in it. I mean, I don't know. Actually, the Shrek thing is one wave I wasn't really sure about. Never really understood it, like, fully.
No, yeah. It was a very weird one.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm glad Shrek got the recognition it deserved. It's hilarious.
It's a solid movie trilogy.
I'll be honest, 1, 2, and 4, they're funny. I mean, you have to obviously suspend any sort of, like...
You got to go into it saying, like, it's a kid's movie.
Yeah,
obviously.
I mean, you can't walk in there expecting shit like, The Godfather. It's fucking Shrek. It's Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz.
Fucking Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, come on. There's a ton of good jokes in there.
It really is. There's stuff for the adults and the kids.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful... I say it's a trilogy. I've never... Because I haven't seen the fourth one.
Right. But all the, like, the obsessive memes over it.
It was so
stuff
weird.
like that. Yeah.
They made it
like,
very weird.
I didn't understand shit like that. I didn't understand just overhyping a bunch of, like, shows and movies. Memes. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. But, like, I don't know. I can't.
I know. I remember there was a time whenever, like, people just loved the most awful fucking, like, verbiage. Like, they would say, like, just the most awful phrase you could think of, and it'd be funny. Like, it'd be overly offensive.
Yeah. Have
way too much cursing. Like, people just learn these words and are just throwing them in a paragraph.
Right.
There would be posts like that and with, like, a picture of Hitler or some shit.
Yikes.
And they would be like, oh, this is the top tier comedy. I never understood that shit.
Yeah. It's like, how can you have the nerve to call it? I don't know. Like, I guess all of it was supposed to be ironic.
I guess, but I mean, I never know.
I guess irony is one thing that's hard to tell apart, because it's like, I mean, you can't tell when someone's, like, being ironic right off the bat. There has to be, you have to put it in some sort of context. So I guess that's why I didn't understand a lot of, like, internet trends. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Like, when...
like, you just see them whenever they get big. You don't see the origin story.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you knew, but there was one called the Condom Challenge.
Yikes.
It already sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounds hilarious, too. Well, looking back on it, I'm sure when it was happening, it was cringe, but...
Oh, absolutely.
Kind of sounds funny that people actually did this.
Yeah, they fucking basically snorted a condom and it would get into their nasal cavity and it comes out their mouth, like, back of their throat. and the challenge was to pull it. First of all, get it there and then pull it all the way out.
See, I thought what you were talking about was just putting it out a window and making it go big.
Oh no, that's not. I used to do that.
That's
too.
not a challenge. Well, I mean, it kind of is a challenge. You have to not let go.
You got to make sure it doesn't rip.
Yeah. The real challenge is the friends we made along the way.
Another fucking trend that I just would not get behind. I don't know if you remember, but there was a time in YouTube that like 2015 to 2016, I want to say, like the most overly racist, overly misogynistic, just horrible pranks on YouTube were going on, and they were marketing them as pranks or social experiments.
Yeah.
And they would just do terrible shit to people and say awful shit to people.
Right.
Just trying to get a reaction.
But I mean, you also have to consider a lot of like studio productions, like they're not willing to take a lot of like liability risks. So I bet those people got paid out extremely well. Oh, I mean,
like run-of-the-mill YouTubers, just dude with the camera, just doing horrible shit to people.
Yeah, see, I'm not sure what recourse people have then.
Yeah. I mean, I remember one of them, the one prank that really pissed me off was the milk jug challenge or the milk jug prank, basically.
Just drinking milk.
No, they would go to the store, grab 2 fucking gallons of milk.
Oh, and break them.
And then just break them and then just like fall to the ground and just try to get as many people fucking wet in milk as they could.
Sheesh. You could just have water balloons with milk and that'd be a lot easier.
I know. I was like, you
right?
fuckers didn't even pay for the milk first. Like,
yeah, come on. If you're going to waste the milk, break it, you buy it.
I know,
That's
right?
an age-old rule.
Yeah, dudes went to jail for that.
Really?
Yeah.
People went to jail for that.
People went to jail because they didn't pay for the jugs and they destroyed like 6. And
well, even then, that's 6 gallons of milk. That's like $30.
Yeah, well, they were like destruction of property, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
maybe that considered assault. Maybe they had to really want to arrest these guys.
Yeah, they were really over the shit.
Yeah.
Because I think they had a history of also doing other dumb shit around the area.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, when I go to Target, I hope someone gets milk on me. It's kind of the exact opposite. I wish it was still a trend.
Yeah, then you'd be like, management, I'm lactose intolerant. What the fuck is this?
Nah, free milk, bro. Come on. If I just keep my mouth open, maybe I can get it like a mouthful.
And then fucking burn out
Get
your
some cereal
later.
as well.
Oh, jeez. Ew.
Put a cereal bottle in there, wait for the milk. It's a rain of milk.
It's just free milk. Just get down immediately with a straw.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's gross.
That's
George.
one thing I won't do. I like to think that if you have like a quart of milk, you like break the end like a bottle, and then you just start sipping it from like the bottom end.
It'd be so badass.
Honestly,
I mean, what's your favorite kind of milk?
it's such a weird cow milk. Is that the right answer? I don't know.
It's a wrong answer. It should be almond milk. Almond milk is the best.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure like lactose-free milk is still cow milk, right? They just added an enzyme to it.
I think so. I mean, you're asking the wrong milk expert here.
Yeah. Are you lactose?
No, I am not. I was born normal.
Whoa, interesting.
Yeah.
So I am, but life is hell. So I like Fairlife a whole lot. I think it is cow milk, but
yeah,
you know,
it has a cow on the box. So.
Oh well, all of a sudden I drew a blank. So I like to get fat-free milk though.
No, yeah, me too. It's the best.
I think I've tried coconut milk and it was okay.
Yeah, coconut
almond milk. I mean, I'm allergic to peanuts and tree nuts. I don't really know if that's gonna fuck me up. And to be honest, I don't want to try it.
He said, "Don't try me, bitch."
Though I think I've had like vanilla skim or vanilla flavored soy. I think that was it. It was like vanilla soy milk.
Oh, okay.
And that stuff was pretty good. But the thing is, like, I don't always want to taste vanilla.
Yeah.
So I mean, Fairlife is just what I go back to.
Yeah, because it just tastes like milk.
Usually I try not to like get a whole lot. They sell it kind of like a quart size, so it's just like one or two of those a month. And hopefully I'll be fine.
Fucking milk.
God, it's the worst. I wish I could get off it so bad.
I mean, honestly,
it honestly feels like an addiction.
I am milk. I would say even now, I still drink milk sometimes just because I crave milk.
Oh, it's too good.
It really is.
Too good. And not only that, but you can use milk to make a shit ton of things.
Yeah, dude, milk is like necessary. Pudding, fucking mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, yeah.
Macaroni and cheese.
Exactly.
Fucking milk.
The big three, if you will.
The Holy Trinity. The key to any cookout.
The key to any cookout: pudding, macaroni and cheese, and mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're giving them a fucking pasta and a starch. and then just like glorified chocolate milk, like solid chocolate milk.
Solid
is what pudding
chocolate
is.
milk.
I mean, I'll be damned if it's not delicious.
No, pudding's fucking good.
Imagine you have to probably add butter to the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese too. So you're just giving them even more dairy.
Double milk shot on the rocks, please.
See, alternative milk for mashed potatoes and mac and cheese, you can't even tell the difference when it's used. So that's when it's like great to use stuff like soy milk or skim milk. Or I guess skim milk's not even better, right? That's like still cow milk, right?
Skim milk, I think.
It's from the skim plant.
Yeah, I guess you're asking the wrong milk
plant.
expert.
I wish you were. Well, the thing is, you're not lactose, so I figured you would have this shit on lock, maybe.
Well, my cousin, she is lactose, but I mean,
well, you're not your cousin.
Yeah,
get your cousin on the show. Maybe we can talk about it.
All right, let me call her up real quick. It's like, hey, which milks make your butthole not fucking catch on fire?
Honestly, the answer would probably be I don't drink milk because of that shit. Like it's just why go through all the hoops? Just give it up. That's where I'm at right now. I just do Fairlife or bust. Occasionally, I'll actually indulge in real milk, and then I feel so guilty
because you're really bloated and shit.
Not even then. I'll have just like a little bit, like a half or fourth glass, and then I'll just be like, "Man, it just was not the move. Like it's just so unhealthy."
I was like,
just dairy in general. I don't need it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, people stop eating cheese, and guess what? Their arteries like clear up like that.
Yeah, it's insane. Red meat and cheese.
Yeah.
It's like the vegetarians were onto something.
Right? It's like they have a fucking point. I did try to go vegan one time.
Yeah, going vegan sounds like a Survivor challenge.
It really was, dude. I was fucking angry all the time and shit.
Oh, I bet. All you could think about is probably food.
Oh,
Red
absolutely.
Meat. Just your next time you could eat a burger after the diet.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I was trying to be sustainable with it, so I was trying to like, do a week on, do a week off, and shit like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, like
I feel like it's too easy to fall off.
It was. Because one of the main components was like, if they have a vegetarian or a vegan option, I'll go with that. If they don't, then I'll just eat whatever.
You just go to places that don't have that option.
Yeah, and I just didn't.
Like, fuck it.
I learned real quick. I just subconsciously started doing that. I was like, I'm not really hungry for that.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Anytime you have the actual options available to you.
I was like, but I guess I gotta eat meat.
You should just saute celery.
I've got Buffalo Wild Wings. Can I have ranch and celery, please? Just one big bowl.
Right. You should emulate all your favorite foods with celery. So, for example, instead of like spaghetti, you just use like really thin chopped celery, and instead of like a ham and cheese sandwich, just put like
2-3 celery,
like long slices of celery. And then what else can you do? Oh, burger, that'd be the worst one.
Yeah,
it's just like a sandwich, but like you have 5 layers of celery.
5 layers of celery.
2 bread.
Between 2 bread, you can't even have the bread. The bread is just more celery.
Right. Chicken and waffles.
Celery and celery.
Waffles and celery on top of syrup.
Oh god, what a world. I wouldn't want to live in that. Literally, if we ever run out of meat, just put me out of my misery.
You like start frying celery.
Do they? I think that's a thing.
Oh, I'm sure
I think
it
you
is.
can do that.
It seems like
way to make celery unhealthy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like
you're kind of defeating the purpose here.
I don't know.
In a way.
Yeah. It's like way to make the least assuming food into one of the most dangerous.
You're eating grease.
I know.
You're not eating grease and breadcrumbs.
I know, right?
That's it.
Like the celery's just in there as a little bonus.
Yes, it's a bonus.
It's so gross.
Yeah, it really is. But for some reason, like celery just pairs well with shit like I guess ranch. I don't know. I'm not a huge ranch guy, but
you're just not a sauce guy.
I guess, but I don't know. Like I guess like celery and any sort of like spicy food, just pairs well.
Yeah.
Celery, I guess just because it's like solid water, but
solid water. Yeah, you need something to offset the fucking fire that's in your mouth.
Right, but it's those combinations that you're just like, this is actually kind of fire.
No, yeah, absolutely. I tried that recipe our friend gave us about the Pop-Tart and like some peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Blew my fucking balls off. I was like, what the fuck? This is so good.
Yeah, that was a peanut butter one, right?
Yeah, it was peanut butter and a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I would never be able to know that one.
Yeah, shit was good as hell. But man, like, it's just one of those weird things that just fucking makes sense. You don't think about it, but the more you think about it, it makes sense. So
like what?
Okay, so what color is math?
Meth?
Either way,
Did you make a typo?
Either way, it's gonna be it's gonna be
blue.
It's gonna be blue.
You're watching too much Breaking Bad.
Right? It's just blue.
Can't believe it. Math is blue.
English is red.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
English is red. I think of that because like the United Kingdom flag, it's like predominantly red, right?
Oh, I was gonna say
The English folk.
I was simply just because whenever in English you read shit, and so you just read shit.
Red.
You were talking about
pretty funny.
You
I
were
like
talking about
that.
the history and shit. I was like, I like colors.
Math being blue though, what's your argument for that one?
Math being because
it makes you sad.
No, I mean because I feel like math and English are like Crips and Bloods, like
Polar
they just
opposites.
yeah, polar opposites,
Inverted, if you will.
Yeah.
See, the math being blue, I won't argue with that because it kind of makes sense. I just want to know why. And it's shit like that that's like, why didn't I think of that first?
I know, right?
It makes me so mad.
It's like I saw a tweet, and it said that Danny DeVito and Jeff Goldblum are Danny DeVito and Bill Nye the Science Guy are like your dad's brothers, but Bob Ross and Jeff Goldblum are like your mom's brothers. That shit made so much sense. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
I like that. Let's talk about this one because I like that one a whole lot. Because when you think about it, so you have Jeff Goldblum and Bob Ross. See, so Goldblum's gonna be the weird uncle, right?
I don't know. He's gonna be the cool uncle.
No, Bob Ross is a cool one.
They're both cool as fuck.
Well, it depends, I guess. If you get Bob Ross as a sergeant or drill sergeant, then you're gonna get the really uptight one.
Yeah, the really.
But if you get him Painter, then he's gonna be the cool one, and Goldblum's gonna be the weird one. I mean, think about it. Goldblum's an actor.
But Goldblum is like
famous people are weird as fuck.
Yeah, I won't argue that. That does make sense. But he's like the artist uncle, you know?
Yeah.
He's like the one. He's the
that makes him
uncle.
weird a little. You know what I mean? He's gonna be always talking about shit, and you're gonna feel like you just joined in halfway through the conversation. Yeah. You're gonna have no clue what he's talking about. Yeah. I feel like that's how Jeff Goldblum is.
Yeah, like Jeff Goldblum like dominates the conversation while Bob Ross just chimes in every now and then.
Yeah, with something helpful and positive.
Exactly. Jeff Goldblum's like the catty bitch.
It's the same thing with Danny DeVito and Bill Nye. Bill Nye is your normal one. That one's obvious.
And Danny DeVito's like the loud one. That's always
the loud drunk one.
He's like, I love him though. And then Bill Nye is just like the smart one that.
Right. He does the same thing
chaotic.
as Bob Ross. He just chimes in every now and then with something to say.
Yeah,
it's true.
He's like,
but he doesn't say much.
He's like the smart, quiet one. But then if you get a few drinks in him, he can become super chaotic. Because Bill Nye's kind of chaotic like that.
So we got Danny DeVito and Jeff Goldblum being just the weird ones, and then Bob Ross and Bill Nye being the normal ones.
Until you get a couple drinks into Bill Nye.
Bill Nye. You won't get any drinks in the Bob Ross.
No,
that's for sure.
He's like the fucking perfect man to ever grace this earth.
Yeah,
dude. I highly recommend. It's on his show's on Hulu, so if you ever need like ASMR, watch Painting with Bob Ross.
You think painting is a good ASMR?
Yeah, because he has such a soothing voice, dude.
Oh, just his voice, I guess.
Yeah, he's just like.
I want to hear his voice when he was in the military. That'll be my ASMR.
Yeah, I bet that shit was like fucking
or it's like
scary.
Make my eardrums bleed. He's yelling so much.
Because the dudes that are the nicest and then like are the calmest have the fucking worst yelling voices.
They be rowdy.
Like they'll start like if you manage to piss this guy off, he's gonna fucking yell at you.
Right.
And he knows that.
Isn't it weird how some like you just know a lot of people like that? They're like, oh, he's the nicest guy, but when
you piss him off,
when you see him pissed off, and it's like, is that a sign of that you're good at holding a lot of things back, or that you have a bad temper?
I feel like you're good at holding things back because if you're a bad temper, then the people will be like, oh, he's always like that, you know.
I guess.
They want to say he's not a nice guy. He's just he's a hothead.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hothead. But
it's interesting to me because it's like when you say he's a nice guy till you piss him off, that kind of implies he's a little explosive.
Yeah, I mean, it implies that
and if you're explosive, then wouldn't that make you a tad bit unstable?
Yeah, he has a hidden rage.
Yeah, you're actually talking to the Hulk.
Yeah, he has a berserker mode.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's his perk. He has berserker rage every now and then, like a D&D campaign.
Yeah,
he's a paladin.
He just like talks his way into things. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've met a few people like that. You know, they're super nice, super chill, and then like the worst shit would happen to them, they'll be like, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Then that one fucking thing happens, and they're just like,
See, that's kind of like what it is, like the straw that broke the camel's back type thing.
yeah.
It's like, I go back. I guess it really just depends on context. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, absolutely. Like, if they fucking explode just because, I don't know, one thing went wrong, they're like, they ran out of toilet paper and they just blow up like that. No, I feel like that's a sign of being unstable. But, like, if something really bad happened to you, then I feel like it's justified, you know?
Yeah, okay. But I guess if we're talking about Bob Ross, then that dude's perfect, so.
Yeah, that man's fucking God.
Nothing we can say there. Bob Ross is perfect, and that's the statement. That's it.
And with that being said, would you think Mr. Rogers is the older brother from which side, though?
Probably Bob Ross.
Probably.
So mom's side.
So mom's side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad's side always has a few loose cannons. Mom's side is a little more stable.
Like Tony Hawk is the younger brother from your dad's side.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't say Tony Hawk is so wild, though. You know, he just does his skateboarding thing.
He's crazy what he does.
I think you'd be talking about, I'm trying to think of someone who's wild. And I mean, like, wild.
Like wild, like Steve-O, pre-rehab.
I don't even know who that is, but sure.
Steve-O? He's from Jackass. You know, Johnny Knoxville and all them
yeah, I guess.
dumbasses.
Johnny Knoxville. That's what we're talking about. That's the younger brother.
That's the dumb older brother.
That's Danny DeVito's youngest brother, because Danny DeVito's obviously the oldest.
Oh, okay, you're right. No, that makes so much sense. Either that or he's the second oldest.
Yeah.
Because he's got to be that fucking idiot, you know?
Right.
With that being said, I don't have any brothers.
I have one brother 10 years younger than me. Imagine if I was just like, fucking idiot.
What energy does he give off? Does he give off chaotic energy?
Oh, very much.
Very much?
Yes.
Chaotic, chaotic neutral, good, or evil?
It's definitely chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral?
Yeah. Just kind of, because it's way more of a doomy attitude, but it's nowhere near actively causing harm. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's not what it's about. It's about just what, you know, he's going to do to secure his bag.
Just fucking respect to him,
yeah,
dude.
and I'm just like, I mean, I don't disagree with the principle, but we can work on the method. That's what a lot of it is. It's like no one's saying you're wrong, but you need to handle it better.
Here's a better way to do that.
And that's so tricky, you know, with someone so young.
Yeah,
just because it's like, you can't teach them those things yet. It's like you don't want to erase those principles, but you know, you need to make them less like act like a 30-year-old and make them act their age.
Right.
It's crazy. Like just, I don't know.
Hell, I
it's
mean,
like, why?
I mean, and if you instill those mannerisms right now, it's gonna help him long. You don't want him to grow up to be that 4-year-old guy that's throwing a 3-year-old tantrum.
Right.
Because fucking McDonald's got his order wrong or whatever the hell.
That's true.
You know, the guy that wears the fucking shades and the
people with
shorts.
Apparently all the time in the world. I couldn't imagine finding McDonald's over a wrong order. You just go to the next one. They're every mile.
Exactly. I'm like, if I get an order wrong, I'm just like,
fuck it.
Yeah, I'll admit it's fine.
Yeah, you just see what's on it. And you're like, I can work with this.
I can work with this. The only time I'll do this is if it has fish. I'm like, fuck that.
What's up with fish? You know?
I don't like seafood.
Jeez. What? Just the way you said that, though, man, it sounded like the fish had done something. You know?
I don't like seafood.
If it has fish on it, no, fuck that guy.
No, fuck that guy. He said,
I hate James Fish. It's actually a guy named James Fish.
Yeah, look him up. Learn some shit. Fisher schools, I hate that shit.
I don't know. Fish tastes kind of like nothing, but except the spices you put on it. It's the weirdest form of protein, in my opinion.
It just doesn't. I don't like the gamey flavor. I don't like.
Yeah, it just does not hit the spot most of the time. Like 9 times out of 10.
It doesn't just hit it, and then
you have to have like specially raised and curated fish
and
that
the texture
imported from Mars or some shit before it tastes even remotely good.
Fucking texture. The texture is the worst. I had tokoyami for the first time.
Who?
Which it's octopus. It's like deep fried octopus balls. I took not like testicles balls, but like balls.
I thought you literally meant the testicles. I'm like, well, look at our exotic eater over here.
I didn't even get through a whole bite. I literally bit into it. It felt like used chewing gum. And I was like, nope, not for me.
That's the fun of it. Is you get to like kind of savor it. You know what I mean? Isn't it? I feel like that's the reason it's so goddamn chewy. It's because you just like you get to like, oh yeah, this is so good.
This fucking fish is so ew. Hell no. I fucking hate seafood.
I don't know, man. And the thing is, like, I can barely swallow gum.
Yeah,
I can imagine if it had the actual texture of gum and was that chewy,
Mm-hmm.
I would be
I'd
fucked.
be fucking pissed. And like,
Because they say gum doesn't get out of your stomach for 7 years.
Oh, you still believe that?
No, I don't.
Oh
I
my
don't.
God. That's
I wish I did, but I don't.
No, I mean, I still believe some dumb shit from my youth.
Yeah.
Like, all right, I still have the irrational fear of that because when I was a kid, I thought like sharks and any other sea creature can just be thrown into any type of water and they'll be okay.
Oh.
I didn't have the concept of fucking salt water versus fresh water. So, and whenever I would go swimming, and even now, I'll still kind of look down behind me just to make sure a shark isn't fucking following me.
Jaws really got to you.
It really, I didn't even, the worst part is I've never seen Jaws.
I've barely seen it. Maybe
I've
seen
barely-
parts of it.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. I've seen the end scene. That's it.
I haven't seen anything. I was building a Lego when we put it on, so kind
Yeah.
of doing me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, great. And he's eating
Yeah.
a person.
I was
Fucking
like,
what's new?
fuck this Spielberg guy. I like this Lego Knights.
But what's one thing that fucking you still thought you believed?
Okay, so this isn't actually mine, but like Madeline, she used to believe that. So she, handicap spots. She would
They're
think
everywhere.
that those handicap spots, those damn things are all over the place. Sam, who are they?
Can't get rid of them.
But she used to think that handicap spots were reserved for people in prison, who are able to just either go grocery shopping or get their whatever needs they need.
Like they fucking what police state does she live in?
It's like, it's also like, why do they get the closest, man? Shouldn't they have the farthest?
Is it because handicap right kind of sounds like handcuff? Or what was the reason behind that?
I actually have no clue. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I seriously don't know because it's like,
Why?
how do you get that? How?
I don't
It's
know.
like maybe she saw a lot of people in like orange jumpsuits getting down for whatever reason, man. The Comic-Con convention was in town, and that's the year they were doing The Martian.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But like, the orange jumpsuits, like, or the movie. It's a good prison movie.
Fucking Orange is the New Black. It's a series. But
Yeah, that could have happened too.
yeah, fucking Ruby Rose.
But I can't imagine. I don't know how long she believed that, but I know it had to been for some
Yeah,
time.
no shit. I mean, to be fair, like even now, because when I was a kid, when the internet was new, it was like it was stepping into the modernization that what it is now. It was that weird transition.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time the first couple times that I used Google, I thought it was kind of like a telephone. So after each whatever I would ask it, I would say please, and then whenever it gave me what I said, I would say thank you into the mic.
Into the mic.
Yeah, because we had like a little headset, and you can just say thank you. And I thought that's how the internet worked.
Well, I'm sure the NSA was very pleased with your manners.
Like this guy, he's a good kid.
They raising a good one.
He's a good one.
We ain't gonna block his IP.
But even now, like whenever I talk to Siri or talk to like Google, I still say thank you, please. I say please and thank you. Machines.
I use Google a lot for like as a dictionary because you just put like define and then like the word, it gives you definition and synonyms. And I remember I did that like at school one time in front of someone, and I put like define, some word that started with a Q, and then they were like, dude, like you're talking to Google like it's your slave right now.
No.
Like it's your like fucking labor worker, define word.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Whenever Skynet,
And I'm just like that's how you do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna put please too. I'm like, what did you want me to type? It's like I know how to talk to my baby.
Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, the people that say please and thank you to the robots, we're gonna be fine come Skynet. So
I guess so. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say I was rude.
I'm gonna say
Every time I make a Google search, I'm thinking like, man, Google's so awesome. I can just do
thanks,
this.
Google. Thanks, man.
So maybe they just can read my mind.
Yeah,
Maybe I should start saying it out loud, and then they'll be nice to me.
like thanks, Google. You get a text message like you're welcome.
Thank you, Google. You are extremely helpful to me today. Right? You're so awesome.
Please don't take my brain.
Please let me complete the search.
Please spare me.
I waited last minute to do this essay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like people that are fucking in a rush and trying to like be mean to Google, their searches tend to take longer.
Yeah, that's probably true. The people who are like, damn, internet never works.
Yeah,
They're
they're
like,
like,
oh, since you already think that, I may as well just like slack off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, oh, I'm not doing my job. Well, fuck you then.
Oh man, imagine if the internet was actually like an entity like that.
Dude.
You know, kind of had thoughts.
That's
I mean, I guess we don't know
scary.
that it isn't, huh?
Yeah, that's true. We don't know what Bill Gates
There's
made.
some like bubbling under. We don't know what Al Gore made. You ever saw Avengers 2: Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Ultron.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, I am
He's like
Google personified.
in the entire internet or some shit. That's basically what that movie was like. Like Ultron was a powerful Iron Man who was just in
He
the
was a
internet.
strong
They didn't
virus.
explain it very well. Yeah,
He's just a strong ass virus.
he's everywhere at once, like in the web, and it's just like
He's like,
It's
I hear y'all
Skynet.
talking shit. Yeah, he's like, I hear y'all talking shit. I have communicators, dog.
yeah, man.
Fucking hell.
What the fuck were we talking about that I said that?
Fuck if I know.
Now I'm just worried about Ultron again.
I know. I'm just like, well, they whooped his ass.
Yeah, I guess they did
Yeah,
at the
the
cost
Vision.
of a city.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole plot of Civil War. The
Jesus.
Sakeva Records or Accords or something.
Next time on Avengers.
Yeah, we're now an Avengers podcast.
Steve gets mad at Tony.
I swear to God, it's just like an episode of Jersey Shore but with the Avengers.
Tony lashes out at Wanda. Meanwhile, Vision is seen as the muscle for Tony.
It's like, Wanda, you gotta do better.
Natasha plays both sides.
It's like, don't worry about him. He's just being mean. Oh my God, Wanda's being so fucking sensitive right now.
And Bruce is nowhere to be found.
He's fucking smoking meth in the back or something.
Oh my God.
Whatever the fuck they do in New Jersey.
He's like, don't tell anyone I'm here. Don't. He just like
you don't
moves the
fucking see
camera.
me. He turns into
Stop.
Dude, who gives off?
Well, what?
I was gonna say, do you know the characters? The name of the people on Jersey Shore?
No, I mean
Oh, never
Snooki.
mind.
Yeah, that's
Snooki
it,
and
yeah.
Pauly D. I was gonna say, who's the Pauly D of the Avengers?
Is he a man?
Yeah.
Okay, well if he's the lead guy, then it's easily gonna be Iron Man. And your
Yep.
Snooki's gonna be
That's
Natasha.
that was actually what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean it's way too obvious.
Fuck, dude. Vinny is Captain America.
I don't know a Vinny.
People-
Except my cousin. Hey,
Hey, I see you.
Great cousin Vinny.
Because Vinny, we all have one.
That had, yeah.
Bruh. We should produce that show. We already wrote the plot.
Which one? The parodied Avengers?
The parodied Avengers, but
Yeah,
it's
I
Jersey
wish.
Shore.
I wish we'd get the original cast back too.
Oh, no,
Yeah, make them have a cash grab. Just 8 episodes. That's all I want.
Exactly.
That's
Just,
all I want.
should we
That's
try?
all we need.
The thing is, do we want to get the cast of the Avengers to play
Themselves.
themselves? Yeah. Okay. That's the way, because for my reasoning was like we get the cast of Jersey Shore, dress them up as the
Oh.
Avengers, and then have that.
Nah, it wouldn't be the same. They can't act. They ain't actors.
I don't know, man. That fucking show lasted way too long.
Yeah, it did. But for some people, have a knack for watching reality TV.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's an addiction.
it's an addiction. It's just like ice cream.
Yo, fuck ice cream.
Yeah.
I worked at Bronze for like 4 years. No, 2 years. 1 year.
Oh wait, what is it, man? I'm about to fucking serve your ass so I
It
can
was
get an
1 year.
official testimony.
It was 1 year.
Does how big is Brom's freezer for all the ice cream?
Dude, it's fucking massive. It's probably like half the store.
No way.
Yeah, it's
That's how
as
big it is?
Big as shit.
Like compare it to this room.
it's probably the size of this room.
Oh, that's fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
not like this room is
very
huge, but
big.
for ice cream, wow.
Well, it's good. It's funny because like you walk into the giant fridge that's the size of this room, probably even bigger. I think it's It's
Wait, so the
definitely
fridge is
100%
the size of this room, and then there's another freezer.
Yeah, and there's so
that's
this one's the
insane, yeah.
fridge, and then they have the freezers where they keep the ice cream,
That's
and
insane.
those were big as shit too. So, yeah.
Dude, the walk-in freezers and fridges like that. Oh my god! Like on a summer day, you just go in like 5 minutes early, and you just cool off in there.
That's what I used to do, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's the best place. You just stand right under the fan in the freezer,
Yeah,
and you just let it go down you.
exactly.
The thing is, you gotta take off your glasses though.
yeah, fucking too much of a drastic temperature change, it's gonna fucking fog up your shit.
The thing is, like I've done it for like. The most I've done it is probably like 10 minutes. So I was asking for it.
Right.
But like I've done it for like as little as 30 seconds, and I come out and I'm like I can't see anything.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta get the little wipers.
I honestly feel like a cartoon character whenever like you know how old cartoons would have people wearing glasses, but it would just be blue.
Yeah.
Like, for their lenses instead of eyes. I felt like that.
Yeah.
When I would come out.
Yeah, I would always get confused because I was like, okay, so are they wearing sunglasses or are they wearing glasses?
Oh yeah, that's a confusing fucking situation too.
I
The thing is,
mean,
you can't wipe your glasses either once you come out of the freezer because then they get all wet and smudgy and they get lint on them
then you
because
get
they were wet.
yeah.
And your shirt's not that clean either. I mean, it has lint on it and it's gonna rub off.
So you need to find the closest microfiber towel
Yeah.
ASAP.
And even then, I mean, you have to get a new one because you don't want the sanitizer on it. It's a whole thing.
It really is.
It's too bad. I mean, and the thing is, that's such a small part of having glasses. You know what I mean?
And nobody fucking tells you.
Yeah, it's like not like many people are walking into walk-in freezers just to cool off and having to deal with that glass problem.
Right.
It's just like 1 of 100. I mean, you turn your head too fast and your glasses fly
Fucking
off like
fly
you're trying to
off.
like do archery real fast. It's like no one asked you to do that. Glasses.
That's why one of the main reasons why I made the switch to contacts was because I just for some fucking reason I have the horrible knack to always break my glasses.
Right.
Like,
yeah,
all
it
the
happens to
time.
everyone.
Yeah.
These actually, my lens actually popped out the other day.
Oh
I
shit.
thought it was done for, and then I found the tiny screw that popped out.
There you
It
go.
was kind of microscopic. It was the worst
Yeah,
thing ever.
they make them out of like tiny ass fucking pieces of
Yeah.
metal, and you're just like, God, dude, lose one little fucking screw.
Right. Well, it's the same
Useless.
with contacts. I mean, you take one bump and it falls out, and you're done for the day.
I guess you're right, but I mean,
Just
it's,
having not good eyesight in general, like they have
It's a
LASIK is your
disadvantage.
only solution.
yeah, and even then, sometimes it doesn't work.
See, when you say shit like that, it makes me want to get LASIK even less.
Yeah, like I want to get LASIK, but like sometimes it.
I'm like, what if I'm that 1%, bro?
Yeah, that
I
1%
can't.
that it
That's the
doesn't work
1% I
for.
don't want to be.
And you just had a laser in your fucking eye, so
Yeah.
you can't see. Period.
So, do contacts make the walk-in freezer problem worse? Do they like freeze
No.
to your eyes?
Mm-mm, not at all.
How awful would that be? For a second, I thought they would.
Just
I'm
like,
like, do you have to time like your entry so that way they don't freeze to your eyes and you're
Yeah.
just stuck with like little ice layers on your thing?
I will say, like when in colder temperatures, you do feel them more because your eyes are drier,
Mm-hmm.
and so whenever you blink like that, you feel them a little more.
Right.
But it's not uncomfortable. At least for me, it's not.
Interesting.
But dude, shout out to contacts though, because
Yeah.
I mean, it was either that because I play sports. It was either gonna be contacts or fucking goggles.
The goggles sound bomb as fuck though.
Really? You're the one
Yes.
fucking percent that would
know what?
rather have the
Because-
goggles.
Because goggles.
Goggles. You like the goggles?
But the thing is, I've not recently, but growing up, I broke many a pair of glasses, or I scratched them, because that was the worst.
Yeah.
Because when you just scratch them, it's not serious enough to really warrant a whole ass replacement. Especially because I went once a year, so it was like at 9 months, if I scratched them, why get a whole new pair if you're gonna go in 3 months to get a new prescription anyway?
Right.
So it was like, yeah, to suffer. And if you got it 3 months in, it was the same thing. It's
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
well, 9 months. I mean, it's not that long.
Counting down on
And
the
you're
days.
like, oh, damn it. And then, you get your new glasses and it's like watching 4K.
Yeah, you're like, oh my fucking God.
But, and so even then, like I just said, like you turn your head too fast or you bend down and your glasses just slide off, or because of your hair or because of your ears or your nose, goggles stay strapped on that head.
Damn.
That's a good bet right there. That's 0 out of 10 times they're falling off of you. They are strapped to your head. You're going to look like
Goofy as
you're a little
fuck.
silly. If you have short hair, I feel like you look sillier. I feel like with my hair
Yeah,
length,
yeah.
I
With
could
longer
pull it
hair, I look
off.
cooler.
because then you're just like the guy. I don't even know
Guy
what
with
that
goggles.
means, but you're just like the guy.
Yeah, the guy with goggles,
Oh,
man.
you know that guy.
We call him.
But if you
Spec
have
Ops.
like, yeah, you just wear black all the time and you can actually pull it off.
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like if I had short hair, people would just call me nerd or dork
Yeah,
or geek.
Yeah, well, they already
Even though
call
it's
you that.
strategic more than anything.
No, yeah, exactly. It's functionality.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the utility. What the
Exactly.
fuck you mean I'm going to be taking that? Like, listen, I go to the casino when I want to gamble, not when I want to see.
Fuck.
Come on, man.
Yeah. There you
You
go.
can't argue with that.
You
And if you have goggles, that shit's pretty much sealed in. Like these frames right now, like my left one's a thick lens. That's kind of why it popped out. And so that wouldn't be a problem if I had goggles. You just surround the whole thing.
my thing is
Because you don't want to get super thick rims, otherwise you just look like you have Coke bottle glasses.
yeah,
And it's not good either.
it,
Like,
just
it
looks
doesn't
like you have
look
swimming
good.
goggles on. The
Yeah,
whole
it's like
time.
having goggles without goggles, and I think that's even worse.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have a goggles.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, the newer pairs,
Newer bears.
Because back then they were fucking goggles.
Glasses
like goggles.
V2. Oh, goggles V2.
Like but now they look like just they call them sports glasses. But they're like
they really
and you just strap them and they look fucking cool.
Right.
Like fuck.
I don't know why, but like so like you see a lot of construction videos or like home improvement videos, and you show people like doing woodwork or stuff, and they have those
clear ones.
The clear, because they're not goggles, but they wear like clear glasses. They kind of just like they look like one piece of plastic. That stuff always scares me, and here's why: because I'm always afraid that if something shoots off at them, like a screw or wood, and it like hits them there, I'm afraid that the whole fucking thing is just gonna break and shatter into their eyes. I feel like if you have glasses, that's less of a chance to happen, or even goggles, because then it might just crack or it might just bend.
Right.
Versus you have just one piece, and it takes just like one good hit to fracture the whole thing.
I feel like those things are really designed to withstand. And if they do break,
right,
they're not gonna break into tiny pieces. They'll fracture.
It's not like glass.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's just one of those like I guess stupid beliefs I had. Like obviously they thought about shit like that. They wouldn't just make glass for eyewear.
It's still it's just like one of those fears that you gotta watch out for.
Yeah,
it's like
falling off a ladder. It's like shit that like will not really happen to you. I don't know. I guess falling off a ladder is more common than glass shattering in your eyes. But
I mean,
it's still a valid concern.
It's a valid concern, but it
likely
won't happen. Yeah, that or getting hit by a car. Like it's fucking terrifying to get hit by a car, but
depends where you get hit.
Depends where you get. Yeah, like I feel like it's more common to get hit by a car in New York City than it is here. So I never had that.
Every time
fear.
I go to New York City.
I always see someone get ran the fuck over.
I get run the fuck over. Hate that city.
I almost got ran over by a fucking bus.
In New York City?
No.
Okay.
No, here in Oklahoma.
Like, okay.
Hell no. It was a university bus.
Oh,
I was
that
this
would have been
close.
the best bus.
Exactly. I was like, if I want to get hit by a bus, I chose the right
place to do it.
I chose the right bus. But no, I was almost that close, and I was like,
you just jaywalking or what?
No, it was I was walking to the bus stop, and I just crossed the street, and then out of nowhere, the bus guy in front of, because you know how they park and they pick up the students, he was parked, and I was like, all right, well nobody's going, so let me just cross the street, and then he starts going, like right as he sees me coming, he starts going, and it goes. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't know if he didn't see me or if what that deal was. But...
Yeah, the bus drivers are dicks. I remember one time it was a 2-lane street, of course, but there was like a crosswalk in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. So he was on one side, I was on the other, and students were just coming and going. And so I don't know, like I kept pulling up, and then there was another student kind of making their way. So then I like braked abruptly to let the student through, and then the bus driver, he's on the opposing lane, so like him and I can like see each other's faces, and so he sees me do that whole thing where I kind of pull up and then have to stop abruptly, and he looks at me and he just starts shaking his head like the biggest disappointment look ever. I'm like, I didn't even hit the goddamn, like, what? I didn't hit anyone. I didn't do anything.
He was
You're gonna fucking like
rookie.
Mentally scold me right now. Like I don't even know what to say, dude. I wish I could have just given him a big thumbs down, but I was so shocked. I think I just kept shaking my head back. Honestly, I would have been like,
I was like, oh yeah, I can shake my head harder too.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what are you doing right now? You know what I mean? I'm like, just drive your goddamn bus.
Drive your goddamn bus.
Like I honestly, I don't know why it made me so pissed off.
I
was just like, what the fuck where do you get off shaking your head at me across the goddamn street?
Yeah, I think the bus driver. So I mean, I'm like, because
man, maybe that person I don't even want to say I almost hit them. I knew they were there. The person that he thought I almost hit, maybe he was a grandpa.
Yeah, it was a grandpa. Oh well, who needs him?
Who needs him?
Like
come on, Gramps, give it a rest.
Exactly, come on, fucking cross the street faster, you old fart.
He was actually shaking the head at them, at his grandkid, not me at all. He's like, you should have let that car go.
Should have let him go.
Yeah, I started shaking my head at a man that wasn't even mad at me. He was defending me. That's the American way.
Yeah, honestly. It's like, get mad at someone and then like, oh,
they were helping me.
Oh, you were helping. And then they were like already pissed off, so they're not going to go back to helping you.
All right, man. Let's wrap this up. Where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Romero02.
And you can find me at _George Richard. And be sure to follow the show at Tame Mayhem, where you can watch us go live every week.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Love you guys. Bye.